right, cool. All right, well, it is 6 o'clock. I would like to open the Board of Selectmen meeting for Tuesday, September 9th, 2025. We are in the Selectmen meeting room. Just a quick announcement. This meeting has been posted in accordance with the provisions of Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20B, and pursuant to Chapter 30A, Section 20F. Notice is being made that this meeting is being recorded and will be posted on Area 58 Community Access Channel. The board chair reasonably anticipates the following matters on this agenda will be discussed and or voted on at this meeting, and agenda items may be taken out of order for time management considerations. Now, we're going to start this meeting like we always do with the Pledge of Allegiance, so for those that can stand, please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, guys. All right. Why don't we jump down to our first thing here, which is our, we're going to jump over the warrants and commitments. We're going to go to the tax classification hearing. So we have here with us our Assessor Debbie Dean, our Board of Assessors. Thank you guys for coming. Carolyn Vogt, our, what's your technical term?
Administrative Assessor.
Administrative Assessor. We get all kinds of assessing going on here this evening. So this is a meeting we have basically every September. It's our tax classification hearing, and it's where we kind of set the rate, whether we want to split the rate, keep the rate the same. And Debbie will get into kind of the guts here, but I just wanted to open, as part of this process, we have to have a public hearing to allow folks to speak if they'd like to. So I'm just going to read this announcement here. The Board of Selectmen will be holding a public classification hearing on Tuesday, September 9th, 2025 at 6 p.m. in the Selectmen meeting room. That's 499 Plymouth Street, Halifax, Massachusetts, for the purpose of allocating the local property tax levy among the 5 property classes for the fiscal year 2026. So I will entertain a motion to open the public hearing for the tax classification. Bill, do you want to so
second.
move that? You can so move it.
I'll so move. Sorry.
All right, and I will second it. Just a quick note too, on the roll call. Tom Pratt is at the elementary school open house tonight. Very important job. He's doing his daddy job, so he will not be here. So it's Bill and myself. We do have quorum, so we will be able to vote and do official business tonight. So without further ado, Deb, you have the floor.
Okay. Where do you want?
Wherever you can see it, and then make sure, can we get her a microphone, Pam? Move that down for her.
No,
Yeah, you can sit down if you'd like.
Well, you would have been able, over there, you're okay, so there you go, you just.
Nice and loud, Deb, go
You
for
wanna
it.
sit
Well,
down?
I'm just gonna, no.
You sure?
Yeah, okay.
That's better.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm just gonna read it anyway, because I'm
That's
very
okay.
nervous and
No,
I
don't be nervous.
You'll do
don't
fine.
like
Yeah.
talking in front of people.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the tax classification hearing. The purpose of this hearing is to vote to maintain a single tax rate or shift a portion of the tax levy from the residential class to the commercial, industrial, and personal property classes. It is not to set the tax rate. I just want to make that clear. There are 5 property classes: residential, open space, commercial, industrial, and personal property. Town of Halifax has under 10% of commercial, industrial, and personal property. Therefore, a split rate is not recommended by the Board of Assessors. These are the top 5 taxpayers in Halifax this year. So we have an estimated tax rate of $14.09 this year. The average single-family assessment you can see is $532,178. The tax bill will be $74,9839, which is up 2.74%. We're basically, everything went up 4% this year. That's what people are paying, overpaying for houses still. The average condo went up 3.53%. Their tax bill went up 2.26%. If a shift, Mass General Law allows a shift up to 150% between the classes of property. If adopting the residential factor of 1.0 results in a single tax rate. The town of Halifax has always been taxed property equitably with a single rate. You can see that if you shift it up to the 150%, residential will be $13.41 but the commercial, industrial, personal property would be 2113. Again, the state law allows for a shift of the levy burden up to 150% to commercial, industrial, and personal property. Factor of 1 represents a single rate. The pros of that, it offers residential property owners tax relief, but the cons are higher commercial taxes inhibits commercial growth. Higher commercial taxes can reduce commercial values by increasing expenses. The result of reduced commercial value, in turn, increases the residential levy percentage. It is allowed by law, but is it fair and equitable? The Board of Assessors have also recommended not adopting the following. The open space discount, this is for land that is not developed, excluding chapter land, permanent conservation restricted land, and income-producing parcels. The town is not protected by a lien. There is not a penalty for change of use. Halifax does not have parcels that are considered open space. Or the residential exemption, cities and towns such as Barnstable, Nantucket, down the Cape, in Boston, with high second home populations and/or resort communities benefit from this exemption. The exemption is for owners of occupied residential properties and shifts the tax burden on non-resident owners and multi-unit owners. There are only 50 second homes in Halifax. And the small commercial exemption, communities that have adopted this exemption have a much higher percentage of commercial properties. Halifax has only 5.2% commercial. The property owner receives the exemption is not required to pass a discount along to the business owner. And then Halifax has already adopted the exemption for personal property businesses valued at $3,000 or less. They don't get a tax bill. The Board of Assessors is recommending that the Board of Selectmen vote no to the above exemptions and in favor of the factor of 1, which would mean the residential and commercial industrial properties are taxed at the same rate for fiscal '25. And also just to let you know that the excess levy capacity, what I say, 20, well, whatever it says there. The excess levy capacity for the current year is $10,789.97. Thank you.
Excellent.
That's it.
Debbie Dean, well done, very nice. All right, so this is a public hearing. This is the chance for the public to speak. Does anyone have any questions for Debbie? We have the Board of Assessors here. Before the board makes any sort of vote or anything, this is your chance to have any sort of feedback for us. I see nothing, so with that said, I will entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
And I will second that. We'll do a voice vote just because Tom's not here. Bill?
Yes.
Myself is a yes. So the hearing part of that is closed. Now I will look to entertain a motion. If you guys want my thought, I agree with our Board of Assessors. I agree with Debbie. I don't think Halifax should split the tax rate. It sounds appealing. It sounds enticing to have some of the businesses pick up extra burden. We have a lot of mom and pops in this town that struggle to get by just like the residents, and I feel like if we hit them with a 21% tax, I think we're in fear of losing a lot of them. So in my opinion, I do think we should stick with a single, not split tax rate. So, Bill, you good?
Yep, good.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so I will entertain a motion to establish a residential factor of 1 and to not adopt a split rate for fiscal year '26 for the town of Halifax.
So moved.
All right, and I will second that. Voice vote, Bill?
Yes.
Myself as a yes. I will also entertain a motion for the town of Halifax not to adopt an open space discount,
So moved.
and I will second that. Voice vote, Bill?
Yes, yes.
Myself as a yes, passes 2-0. I will entertain a motion to not adopt a residential exemption for fiscal year '26 for the town of Halifax.
So moved.
I will second that. Voice vote, Bill?
Yes.
Myself as a yes, passes 2-0. And I will entertain a motion to not adopt a small commercial exemption for the town of Halifax for fiscal year '26.
So moved.
And I will second that. Voice vote, Bill?
Yes.
Myself is a yes. We are done there with all of our assessing duties. So thank you again, Board of Assessors. I know these guys do a lot of work. It's not the most glamorous job here in town, but they do a lot of work for us, so I appreciate you guys' effort.
Good job.
Well done.
That was really good.
And I will
You
sign.
did fine.
You did great. There you go.
I'm gonna grab that page.
Do you want, you're gonna grab,
Yeah.
can you just make me a copy of it, so I have the words of vote?
All right, so we will, no worries, Debbie, thank you for your work. Nice job. All right, do we want to scoot back, Bill, to the warrants and commitments?
Sure.
Those done?
I move to affirm approval of the following warrants. Payroll warrant number 19 for $1,257.20. Vendor warrant number 20 for $405,672.07.
I will second that. Voice vote, Bill?
Yes.
Myself as a yes, passes 2-0.
I move to approve the following warrants and commitments. Payroll warrant number 21 for $449,343.45. School warrant number 22 for $162,265.70. Vendor warrant number 23 for $118,532.42. Withholding warrant number 24 for $155,188.81. Mobile park fee number 9 for $5,160.00.
I will second that. Voice vote, Bill?
Yes.
Myself as a yes, passes 2-0. All right, we're going to jump down really quick as Steve Hayward's here. We're going to go down to B for those following along. And then we have our cremation garden prices increases. Steve, you want to take the floor, or what do you got for us?
Basically, it's up. I'm just going to go over the,
Yep.
one in the front.
Yeah, just so they can hear you at home. I know we can hear you in the room, guys, but when the recording, you can't hear a word you guys say. So, shall we want to flip that one around, Bill, just so it's facing them? Yep. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Two of them.
Where were you on the night of the 27th?
Wait, let's get the spotlight out.
All right, so basically, I'm going up on the niche itself,
Okay.
not for Halifax residents, for non-residents.
Non-residents, okay.
So that will go up $100 on each one of those. The urns, they're going up $10 a piece.
Okay.
And this is because of the, not really tariff, but it is kind of tariff because they're from overseas. The engraving, that, I was trying to keep the cost down on the engraving
Mhm.
because I added it into the price. But after figuring out how long it takes me to design the covers and all of that, we were not losing money, but it was only like $5.
We were barely breaking even?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went up to 125 on that.
Okay.
And then you have the
The
papers
sheet
in front
right
of you,
here.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, so the totals will be for the resident, it'll be $850, that's complete. 1,150 for the non-resident. For a double pillar will be $1,150. For the non-resident is $1,800. For the double boulder is $1,580. And non-resident will be $1,780.
And have you checked, Steve, with, I'm sure you talk with towns in the area to make sure that these prices are
Yeah,
within range of...
nobody around here has
Has
what
what
I
we
have
have.
out here.
Yeah, good.
Most of the places have the walls that are up here,
Mm-hmm.
mine are all the low.
The lower ones, okay.
Or ours.
Okay.
And then the ground unit, that's another one I went up just on the non-resident, it's up to 600 instead of 500.
Okay.
The resident is still 300 per lot.
So there's a lot of numbers.
This is just the cremations.
Okay. And so are there anything that the residents, as far as a resident goes, will see a significant jump?
Nope.
No. Okay. Great.
And the other thing I was going up on is the extra emblem, because we can get 2 emblems on them if you wanted.
Okay.
And that is going up $45. And they can actually make a copy if somebody had a picture of their little dog or something,
Oh,
and put
nice.
it on there. They
Nice.
could take a copy, and that's $150 to do that.
Getting fancy.
Yeah.
I like it.
Nobody's done that one yet, but one
No.
person's looked, but when they found out it was, back then it was
Yeah, they said, no, forget it.
$85, they said, "No."
Yeah. Good. Well, I thank you for doing that, Steve, and they seem reasonable to me. Bill, that those numbers make
Yep.
sense to you as
Yep.
well? And it's nice we're not squeezing the Halifax residents one last time on their way out of town.
That's why I don't think they should.
I need you to sign this.
Okay.
Sorry to
That's okay.
interrupt.
We already signed one. We need 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay, no, it seems reasonable, Steve. And that's the,
These are selling faster than I
Are they
thought.
really?
Yeah, I was just stopped on the way out, and I counted just the ones that we've sold. We're over, in 3 years, over 20 of the pillars and boulders. And today we sold another ground unit, so I think I'm up to 6 on the ground.
oh, great.
So,
Yeah, and that's the thing that folks, I hope, understand is the town of Halifax isn't looking to be a cash cow with these kind of services, but we just got to make sure that we're covering, you know, we can't run in the red, you know,
Yeah.
especially where times are getting tougher here. We have to be competitive, and we have to at least be going rate or even sometimes slightly above just to make sure that we have, you know, that we're covered. So,
right, because all these prices include the perpetual care also.
right.
And then
Right.
the deed is separate,
Yep.
which is, what is it, $15 for the town?
Yeah. All right. Excellent. Any questions, Bill?
Nope.
All right. Well, then I will entertain a motion to approve the price increases for the cremation garden as posted here on our sheet.
So moved.
And I will second that. All those in favor, Bill?
Yes.
Myself is a yes, passes 2-0.
Is that effective tomorrow?
That is okay. I will amend it. Sorry.
No, you didn't do
I
that.
will entertain a motion to approve the cremation garden prices increase effective September 10th, 2025.
So moved.
And I will second that. All those in favor, Bill?
Yes.
Myself is a yes, passes 2-0. Thank you, Steve.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank
One
you.
more question with somebody we're talking cemetery.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed this year, we had to take down a couple of trees out there because
Mhm.
they were dying. Usually we come in front of you to tell you, but these were beyond, so I just did it without.
No.
I just wanted to make sure that I
Make
did
sure.
not try to
When people look
sneak
out and say, hey, where'd that tree go?
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
Okay. Well, I appreciate you letting us know. I know.
Yeah.
So, no, I appreciate it, Steve. Thank you.
all right. And are you gonna need me for anything else with the?
I don't see you on the, no, I don't see you here on the
Got
agenda.
the information for the trench, so,
Oh, you want to stay for the trench?
no.
Okay.
I know, I gave her all the.
No, he gave me all the.
Yeah, no, we should be good. She updated
All right.
that opening, so we should be good.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you.
have a good night.
Appreciate it. All right, Bill, want to approve these minutes really quick?
Yes.
All right, so I'll entertain a motion to approve the Selectmen meeting minutes for June 17th, 2025 and August 12th, 2025.
So moved.
And I will second that. We'll do a voice vote. Bill?
Yes.
Myself is a yes, passes 2-0. All right, we'll go down to D. Dylan Benoit with the discussion of possible retirees at the library. Hello, Dylan, how are you?
Good, and you?
Hi, Dylan.
Doing well. Thanks for coming in. So what do we got going on?
So, I have 2 staff members that are looking to retire sometime this fiscal year, and they have a deep consideration about the freeze, and they're afraid to retire in some instances simply because they don't want the library to be in a bad spot.
Sure.
So I figured I would come on down beforehand, figure out if their positions could be refilled after
Gotcha.
they've left, so that way they can make the decision in the time frame that they desire.
Gotcha.
There we go.
Okay.
So far, I sent you all a letter. Essentially, to boil it down, is the library is doing incredibly well from every standpoint. I just started on July 16th. I'm new. So I've been figuring this out as I go along. For example, I looked at our checkouts for our book collections, which the citizens of Halifax checked out 17,638 items, and when I added the price as a factor, I found out that they saved $355,175.47, which was almost our entire operational budget last year, which is awesome.
Wow.
I just looked into our ebook usage, and we placed number 35 out of all cities and towns in the state. So apparently, if I don't see you at the library, you guys are at home accessing the book collection, because we
great.
had 875 checkouts in just August,
Wow.
which is incredible.
Wow.
We were only beaten by cities.
Wow.
And essentially, we've been having increased numbers of patrons coming into the building. We saw a massive increase in program attendance and programs taking place in comparison to last August. Things have been going great, and I was just afraid that we wouldn't be able
Sure.
to keep this going if we lose more staff members. And that's basically the majority of my case.
Okay. What are the positions? The positions kind of front of the house that are considering retirement, or?
Yes, currently everyone splits having to work the desk and work in front simply because we don't. The actual position names that we have are assistant director cataloger, children's librarian, technical/media librarian, programming/circulation librarian, and then technical assistant. So we don't have anyone that's just directly doing circulation in the
yep.
front simply because one of our positions is gone. So everyone sort of splits the bill, and it's just put a little extra pressure on everyone. You know, if you're trying to catalog books in the back and you're consistently going to the front desk as patrons, it can be a little difficult to make sure the new titles that we purchased are actually on the shelf in time for the day that they're out. And the two positions that are looking at potential retirement are assistant director/cataloger and the technical/media librarian position, which
Okay.
for technical/media, since our programming numbers, we're doing more programs and we have higher attendance, I would say that she's doing a really good job of reaching the citizens of Halifax about what we're doing. And I fear that our programming numbers would take a huge hit if that position is left vacant. And especially assistant director/cataloger, since they handle acquisitions of all physical books within the building and catalog them into circulation, it would be a massive speed bump if we were unable to refill that position.
Okay. And I see we have many trustees here from the library. Anyone like to plead their case as well?
We're just very concerned about the freeze, and we don't want that freeze to impact anyone's decision as to whether to stay or retire. We understand, you know, people have put a lot of time and effort into supporting the library. We don't want them to put off their own retirement.
Absolutely.
And, you know, for the sake of keeping the library from collapsing. But, you know, we are definitely concerned about the freeze and want to make sure that we are able to fill positions that we need to fill.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so that, just so they know, Sue Hill from,
Susan Hill,
yep, from trustees.
trustee
And it looks
chair.
like Erin Nagel has her hand up.
One thing that Dylan didn't mention, but we talked about at our last meeting, was if we were to lose positions and potentially had to cut back hours, we could lose our accreditation.
Right.
We could become ineligible to be in sales,
Yeah.
which means we couldn't go to other libraries and
Yeah.
take out from their collections. So it really would be a huge detriment. We are maxed out on where people are spending their working hours as it is. So to have anyone retire could cut back when we could be open, and that could affect our
Yeah.
accreditation.
We simply want to have at least two people in the building at all times, and with our current schedule, if we lost 2 team members, we'd be stretched to the max where a sick day could lead to a potential closure. And if we aren't open in 41 hours, the state could drop our accreditation, which we would lose access to the network. Citizens of Halifax wouldn't be able to use any library in the state of Massachusetts. It's rough. And all of the things that we get through sales, like our ILS system, which all of our items are cataloged in, I realized today, we'd lose access to it. So I'd be like, oh, we'd have to like physically card catalog everything in the whole building. So it'd be a pretty big hit. My main goal currently, I know it's a tight budget year, is to try and essentially just keep the accreditation line, because it's a big hit. It happened in Bridgewater in 2008. I think 2 years ago it happened in Dudley, Massachusetts. That was a rough one because the select board and the town weren't aware of what the state does when you lose it, which is they basically cut you from all libraries in the state,
Yeah.
which is intense.
Yeah, I have friends over in Bridgewater, and they
wow.
were not thrilled when they lost accreditation over there, so I know
Yeah.
that's a huge part of what you guys do.
Yeah, because it's very tough to recover. I would say, like, the numbers are growing great. We went up, let me check, 7 programs for August, and our attendance was up over 80 people. It's
Wow.
just like, okay, we're doing great over 1 year, even though we're down a team member. So I just want to basically make sure we can ensure that moving
Sure.
forward.
No, I agree. The library, I think, is arguably one of the biggest lifebloods of this town, right? I mean, it's so well used. You see so many people coming in and out of there. I know when I came to Halifax as a stay-at-home dad, that was my lifeline to go in. And it's not just, the thing I love about our library is it's not just books and stuff. It's the community, right? It's that sense of community where you're seeing friends, you're making new friends. I made friends in the library. That Lapsit that I Aaron, you're right there. That I still have today, right? Still have today. So I do think it's vital that we don't shortcut our library. That said, we are looking at some really tough financial times. I would be akin to preserving these positions, but I just want to let the trustees and everybody know that essentially the whole town is going to be looked at, this year. So whereas I do think we can have these positions continue when we get into the budget season, my fear is that, how do I put this? My fear is that everybody's going to be tightening the belt across the town, right? So, but I think as of this point right now, I do feel like having those positions there would be okay in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Bill, is that,
I agree.
Is that safe to say?
There is an extra point, which is sort of a side note. The staff members also have known that there's going to be a potential tightening of the belt and are willing to come back with their position grades down, so their pay scales down for part-time, no benefits, if need be as well. So
Well, that's awesome.
that's another option as well. Is
Yeah.
in that case, just for what's the name of it? For scheduling purposes,
Mhm.
I might end up having to come and ask if we could create a position just because we lose
Sure.
about 30 hours or
Okay.
we lose 28 hours if they did this part-time swap down.
Yep.
But it is an option that would save money as well.
Yeah.
And currently in this fiscal year, because Gene was in the budget, we currently have quite a lot of room in the payroll line.
Yeah,
so-
you're swimming in it right now.
Not really.
Don't say that too loud.
We're not this close. I'm gonna be honest. It's public information.
Yeah, no, I know.
So
And I am also want to just make this known too that Gene Gallant is a Halifax legend, and I do feel like, and the trustees will probably back me up on this, Dylan. You seem like an awesome fit, and we're thrilled to have you. And I'm just excited that the baton has been passed to somebody that seems very capable and very ready to lead the library into the next chapter. See what I did there?
very good.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Well
So-
spoken, well spoken.
Yeah, thank
Well
you.
spoken.
Thank you. So yeah, I don't think you necessarily need a vote from us. Do we need a vote, Pam? I don't think
I don't
so.
think so.
No.
The position, you're gonna, when they retire, the positions are already there.
Yeah.
And you already have it in the budget, so I don't think you need to
Yeah.
vote.
Yeah.
I agree.
No, it's
Yeah.
not like you're establishing a new position.
Correct.
It wasn't like that was cut, and then you have to turn around and ask for them to open up the position again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, am I understanding correctly, if people leave, they can be replaced, we just can't add new positions?
Correct.
And
Right.
we can't add hours or anything, but we can
Correct.
replace the hours that somebody who might leave for whatever reason is.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
Yes,
we
the
could.
positions are already
Replace
there.
it.
Could we make a motion just to cover that, just in case? I mean,
Yeah,
should we?
yeah, I don't know how you want to.
I think the freeze is just new positions.
Well,
Yeah, it's not,
Okay.
it wasn't like
We
the
did
position
lose a
was
position before Gene left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that person's hours were a little bit spread out amongst other librarians. That position was not filled. And we were not given the opportunity to advertise for that position. It was just, and I don't think the full number of hours were spread out amongst the other librarians. I think we lost something like 5 hours.
Yeah.
18.
We lost
We lost
18.
18
Lost
hours.
18
Yeah,
hours.
because
Yeah.
two full-time staff members lost 5 hours per week. Some people got 5 hours per week, but the 18 that part-timer served were never refilled.
So,
But that position wasn't eliminated, right?
Right.
it
It's
was
just
not
frozen.
eliminated.
Yeah.
Just jumped up because we had to eliminate, yeah,
Right.
okay.
And we are down a position just going
But
into
was that
this.
budgeted in your budget? Was that part, like that position, was it part of your budget? Was that, those funds budgeted inside there, do you know?
No.
Not for this year. Not for
No.
fiscal
Not for this
20,
year,
no, okay.
because
but-
they left before Gene had finished all of the budgeting for this fiscal year.
Yeah.
So basically, we're at bare bones where we are. This is bare bones. Like,
Yeah.
if anyone else were to leave or had to cut back their hours, those hours would need to be distributed to other people for us to stay open and therefore have the
And
accreditation.
accreditate, yeah. Okay, good to know, good to know. Again, and I love our library. And yeah, I'm all for making sure that we keep our accreditation, that we keep things as close to status quo as we can for as long as we can. Yep. So, great. All right, thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I think we're gonna lose a lot of the room here now.
Oh, boy.
And Dylan, good luck with the baby.
Yes, good luck.
Thank
Yes.
I told my wife, I said, tell him he can only come like Wednesday afternoon and later. I was like, he can't come for this meeting.
Yeah, see how that goes.
Get all your sleep now.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best.
Man plans and God laughs.
Have a good one, thank you.
Nice. So we're gonna jump a little out of order. Mike, I know we have road openings, but do you wanna go here now, just to get you out of here?
If it's okay with the board?
Yeah, come on up so they can hear you. So we have Mike Schleif, we're jumping down to F, which is discussion on the use of town vehicles. What do you got, Mike?
So what do you think? Parks, can they use it? We used to have somebody on the building maintenance department,
Yep,
which really made it nice,
yeah,
which we don't have that anymore.
Mhm.
And I'm running around an awful lot,
okay,
and there's a lot of wear and tear.
Okay.
I got some photo ops for you, plus I'll give you an update on the beach.
okay.
And maybe I can get some buoys on the next capital plan.
We could try, we can see what we got, we could
I've
try.
already done it, put it in twice now and it
Yeah.
failed, so.
Yeah, all we can do is keep
But
trying.
this is what I've been using my truck for here. If you see that, is, putting up, replacing signs.
Yep.
These are the buoys. Yep.
I think I drove by, were they,
I had to run them out and then I ended up putting them on a trailer down the highway department.
are they still out, Mike, or did you guys?
Oh, they're
pull
out,
them?
yeah.
They're still
Leave 'em
out?
on full, till you can't walk in there and grab them out anymore.
Okay,
And then the wake buoys will be, these are the ones I've been trying to replace.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but I'd like to be in when we're talking about whether or not letting them replace them.
Okay.
These are the wake buoys
Yeah, those are.
that
those
I
are pretty good
I
size.
just got in.
Yeah,
A little late, because
Yeah.
one of them disappeared because they weren't, so now I got these ones here in the middle. These are for the replacements in the wintertime. And
okay.
that holds the anchors
Holds your
in the
spot.
beams.
Yeah.
That's a counterweight, so that comes off, that goes on and stays the winter.
Yeah.
The fire department was able, it took me 4 trips to the fire department to finally get it just right,
Yeah,
to get them in.
yeah,
So, I mean, the 4th time they're in,
yep.
and now it's, now they gotta come back out, so.
So you,
I'm running around back to the fire department trying to get these out of my truck.
So you don't-
see kinda,
You were for the Parks Department.
yep,
no, I'm a park commissioner.
Park commissioner.
Yeah. So this was a daily occurrence last year. This year it's cut down to like the first 3 or 4 weeks, but since we had a parking attendant down there, it's like dramatically better.
oh, fantastic.
And I love, if we got more time, I'd love to tell you how it went and
Oh,
all
that's
that
great.
stuff, so.
So you don't get to use town vehicles now?
No.
Yeah, so obviously, Mike, there's a lot going on here,
Yeah.
and I don't think you should be using your personal vehicle
Or I would
to
say,
lug all this stuff. The only thing I worry about, and I don't know, is where you're technically not a town employee, right?
I'm an elected official.
An elected official.
Yeah.
So I just don't know, legally, the whole insurance thing, like.
I mean, I've filed for the town in the past, a lot of years.
Yeah.
Same
My gut
problems.
reaction is yes, without a doubt, because as you showed us here, there is wear and tear going on your private stuff.
And I bet you I've been to the hardware store 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a sampling. I mean, the rubbish thing is, never mind, I'm on my own time.
Yep,
Um,
yep, yeah.
Amongst everything else that's been going on down there, so
yep,
it's not like I'm trying to pick up something. So if I gotta run around and do stuff, I'm beating the stuff, I got a 22-year-old truck.
yeah.
And it ain't like in the streets in Halifax, especially on mine. So, and
Steve was just here, be careful.
I don't know, actually, he did potholes, so he was fine.
All right, yeah.
So.
Yeah, no,
It's something that, there's a lot of stuff down there, I mean, I put enough time in for just the basic stuff.
Yeah,
And now I got burdened with, building and maintenance. There's no input and no help from them.
yeah,
So, and then I'm out, begging every department, hey, this needs to be done, can you come down, so I'm running around all the time. The driving around town's one thing,
yeah.
but if I gotta keep going to hardware store or Lowe's, or I'm hauling this around, or I gotta pull it out, and,
Do you have,
it's sitting right there, and it's not,
Yeah, I know.
it needs to
it's
be,
okay.
do you have a ballpark, Mike, on how many hours a month you think you would be driving around?
oh, well, this time of year, there's more, in the winter, there's probably almost none.
Okay.
I've seen this, something like this before, where
Yeah.
he's doing town business
Yeah,
in his personal truck, If something happens to him or his truck, his insurance company could say to him, we're declining to pay because you were doing town business
Right.
in your truck.
In your truck, yeah.
That's, you gotta be careful with that, because
Sure.
if you don't have,
You know, I'll take the
that's,
swing
that's
of
not
that,
personal
but it's
business.
gotta get done, and
Yeah.
nobody else is
Right,
doing it.
right.
I'm trying to get a system
Right,
so that everybody knows what everybody's job is, because
right.
those buoy markers,
Yeah,
that's not me, that's not Parks.
yeah,
That's the harbor master's job.
yeah.
So we've kind of taken it on because it's near the beach, there's a lot of stuff going on down there.
Yeah,
It's dysfunctional and,
Yeah.
and right now because I'm killing myself and I can't keep doing this.
So what I'd be comfortable doing, Mike, is I would entertain a motion to allow the Parks Commissioners to use our town vehicles
With
With-
proper insurance.
to make sure that our insurance is all squared away. You know, as long as our insurance is squared away, because I agree, these are heavy,
Right.
buoys that you're dealing with here. There's an exorbitant amount of trash, in these pictures, so you shouldn't be lugging that in your private vehicle.
No.
I mean, I don't mind, but it's become, because we lost a member that was on the park.
Right, who had that access.
Who had that access,
Correct.
which offset some of that, so
Yeah.
I don't have that now.
You don't have it
Or
anymore.
we don't have that now,
Sure.
so.
Sure.
Other than that,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
need an extra.
As long as he's gonna be indemnified by the town, I'm fine with
Yeah,
that.
right. So I guess we'll do it this way. I'll entertain a motion to allow our Parks Commissioners to use Halifax town vehicles for Halifax town operations pending indemnification with the town's insurance.
So moved.
And I will second that motion. All those in favor, Bill?
Yes.
Myself is a yes.
Yeah.
Passes 2-0. Thank you,
I
Mike.
appreciate
Oh,
that.
no, I appreciate your
Yeah, you
help.
gotta be careful with insurance companies. They find out you're doing
Oh,
something.
no,
What do you got?
Here's the other thing, so what you have to do is when you wanna use the vehicle, you have to, there's a sign-in sheet, so there's a things used for town use vehicles, so you have to see if it's available, because when we do get a building inspector, he will be using that truck also during the week to do
Yeah.
inspection, so it's like, you just can't come up here and grab it. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
So
you have to kind
you
of,
would have to check the sheet.
Yeah, so no, I
Yeah.
gotta understand what the rules are anyway.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's because we have it for the escape, and we also have it for the other one. You know, so like, let's say the assessors have to, well, they don't really take the truck, but if they go out to do an inspection, they'll put it in the log, so that, Board of Health doesn't go say, oh,
Yeah.
gosh, I have to.
Well, I'm gonna,
inspect
So we're all
I'm gonna rely
switching
on
to
you
the
to tell me
Yeah.
the
Oh,
rules.
so it's another hat.
You know, the rules and stuff, but yeah, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I use the trailer down there with my truck
Yeah.
to load the buoys down there.
Yeah.
Because I had them, they're such a mess, I ended up spending like 8 hours just trying to pull them apart, unclamp them, try to get the right spread on them, there's 300 feet of it,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, no,
You know, and then I got it on the truck, and I'm, I don't.
It shouldn't be on your
I don't mind
property,
doing that
yeah.
for the town,
Yeah.
but it's getting old and it's getting beat.
Yeah, sure. You're doing town business, so.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries.
And,
Happy anniversary.
Better get home.
Get going. Thanks.
All right,
Yeah, no worries.
Talk to you, Mike.
All right, so that was F. We're gonna skip back up to E. We have some road openings to go over. Let me see here, my computer's being a little funky.
Trench permit, police detail.
Keeps bouncing me out, so bear with me 1 second.
Where is this?
I might need to lean on your computer over there, Bill, just so I can look through these. You have your,
Yep.
your road openings over there?
Yep.
All right, appreciate it. Yeah, it's not over here too. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I found them here. I found the actual
Yeah, they're
papers.
in that order. The one
Okay.
that they're on the sheet is in the, yeah. so you
Yeah,
can go
all
with
right,
that.
so we have first one here for 314 and 314A Plymouth Street. And are these in order?
Yeah, they're in,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
in order for the, yeah.
pardon me here. And that looks like it's with
The new Starbucks.
the new Starbucks area there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
All right.
hold on 1 sec.
Yeah, I don't put the name, I just put who the road.
Okay, here we
is.
go.
So,
So that's a 3-foot saw road cut for water service on Plymouth Street. And that looks like it's gotten all of the
it did.
appropriate okays. And then we have 214 Oak Street, which is, hold on, just want to read this into the record. It's to excavate a 4-foot by 6-foot road cut to replace service line at 214 Oak Street. And that again, Pam has all the approvals.
Correct.
Yeah, and then we have 314 Plymouth Street, which is
That is also.
also at that site, and that's to
Yeah.
excavate a 4-foot by 6-foot road cut. So that's gas service for there as well. And then 80 Lincoln Street, which is a 4-foot by 6-foot road cut to replace service lines at 80 Lincoln. So all of them have been checked off, I believe, by highway, fire, police, and all the necessary channels. So I guess I'll entertain a motion to approve road openings for 314 and 314A Plymouth Street, 214 Oak Street, another one for 314 Plymouth Street, and one for 80 Lincoln Street.
So moved.
And I will second that. Voice vote, Bill.
Yes.
Myself is a yes. Passes 2-0. Okay, believe it or not, I think we're done. Pam, did I forget anything?
No, we got everything. I
Okay,
checked
obviously
everything.
no town administrator update. Bob is on vacation, so hopefully he's having a great time. As I said, Tom is with his little ones at the elementary school open house. I hope he's having a great time. And that'll do it. So I guess I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
And I will second. Bill,
Yes.
myself is a yes. Passes 2-0 at 6:42 PM. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.